About go nuclear.
Number 90. You know he always was using the 90s. He was always up in the 90s. Look at him. Look, yep.
Oh,
he was always
the
in
black
90s.
box.
Yep.
Oh, this is where he comes out at.
Everybody, man.
That's where we end it.
Okay.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We are back today with Bleach, Core 3, Episode 5 today.
If you haven't, go check out our last reaction to the previous episode. We had a discussion, a long discussion. You might call it a rant, whatever. Bleach, we love Bleach, by the way. We love Bleach. Bleach is it's for the culture. But there's a lot of repetition going on with this series, with dialogue, with certain character decisions. The pacing is a bit stagnant at times, especially right now. Obviously with reason, given the Soul King, being absorbed by Yhwach, and we're trying to stop that from happening. But I'm gonna talk to the manga readers too. Do you guys feel the same way when you read it, or was it a little bit different now that they added additional scenes to the anime with Ishida and Ichigo?
Yeah, we always appreciate the interaction on our videos, and there was actually a few manga readers that had said that they are liking how this core is somewhat setting up, or at least laying the foundation for what's to come for the rest of the core, and then the final core 4 of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. These, let's just call them complaints in quotation marks, that Vontae and I have, they're not big deal. Nah. Like, overall, we are very much enjoying these core and like Bleach just in the 2020s. Last episode, it was a lot of repetition, but Uryu took a shot and put a hole in our boy Ichigo.
What do we do now? I mean, he achieved what he was going to do, what he set out to do, and we seen the eyes at the end of the episode. So yeah, Yhwach, he is I guess relatively complete now. Now what? Yeah. So that being said, you ready to get into this episode?
Yes, I am. So without any further delay, guys, let's get into Core 3, Episode 5 of Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, right about now. Gross. Double gross.
Diarrhea. Crazy. Ooh.
Let me guess, gonna do absolutely nothing. Oh god!
Didn't even get to do anything.
Oh wow! Those are eyeballs.
Spreads like that.
Ew. Okay.
Ikkaku's V is so iconic to me.
I love the tenacity he has in his voice.
Yeah.
Sakura Kageyoshi.
Please, Aizen, hurry up. Shinshui, get him out. Now. Speaking.
It's your boy!
Yep.
Pathetic.
Look at that boy. I'm actually a fan of, like, previous villains and enemies helping out. I'm always a fan of that trope. I don't care. I never get tired of it. Rookie is going through it today. Captain was going on with him, and then this fool that plotted on you and everybody. You gonna have to.
Okay, would you guys have won if it had not been for him? No.
Bro. Fuck that bullshit pride y'all got. You're not even doing nothing, man.
Exactly. Honor? How about surviving?
It's not.
I respect it.
It's literally just a necessity.
And you know what's interesting about this whole situation? I don't feel like Yamamoto would have done the same thing.
Hell no.
I think he would have let them struggle and actually get exterminated.
You know what I feel like too? If Yamamoto was still here, I think Shinshui would have still did this behind his back.
I think so too.
I get that kind of vibe from him. Say, they ain't touching me. They gonna get y'all though. Oh wow. The show of power.
He's about to go nuclear.
Number 90. You know he always was using the 90s. He was always up in the 90s. Look at him. Look, yep.
Oh,
he was always
the
in
black
the 90s.
box.
Yep. I'm like, he always using them. And we're getting the
This
modernized.
is movie level
Yep.
quality. Okay, but also the Gote 13, they started off as a bunch of murderers. Like, you guys aren't the salt of the earth.
Shit. I mean, hey, we need it.
Yes.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, they would just fall like that, alright.
Oh, we're doing that. The time delay.
Yeah, he would know. He had to do that with the Hogyoku.
I will shoot it
The
down.
whole royal palace?
Oh, God!
Talk about a show of power. He's just showing out, too. It's not even just because he needs to do it, it's because he's actually just trying to show out. This motherfucker.
I am the sun. Sealed.
Ooh, is that
Oh, this guy, the
on him?
bughead.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Billy? I feel like besides Bazz B, they about to die.
Perhaps you've come to help us?
Well, do something.
Y'all were just thrown to the wolves and you're still on his side?
Yep.
Good. Good. You dummy.
Oh, that was Bazz B. I was about to say, will it be him? I was thinking that.
Oh, the way the
Damn.
body flopped. Love the shadows.
Just get her on the left out of here, though. You two are fine, but not her.
Is this my spoiler? Yes, it is. Welcome back, my boy.
Wow. I was just talking about Grimmjow and OP.
Okay, not gonna lie. This trifecta team up that we're about to get is gonna go so hard.
Hell yeah. That's what
Quincy's,
all I've been thinking.
Espada,
Espada.
Shinigamis.
Yep. Oh my god.
Whoa. I hate it and I love it. What is that?
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Spirit
Yeah,
bomb.
it's gonna be like a spirit bomb. I don't know. Doke.
This is what I needed. I was getting tired of our backs up against the ropes. Like, goddamn, can you guys start something, do something? And here we are. Thank you.
And shout out to her. Like, she's always had the backbone to stand up to these type of
Oh,
characters.
for sure.
But like, is she his sword now? I don't know.
That
She's weird.
might be the case, but I don't know how that even happens.
Of all the episodes so far, this is the one that really feels like we're in the end game. Shinzo Sasageyo!
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready. Shit, I'm ready
Targo
too.
crazy!
I remember that guy. You lizards. I find it kind of strange that they're back in this attire when they literally went back to the Soul Society and became captains again and lieutenants. It's kind of
Wow,
wild.
this is really gonna be like everyone joining the fight. Oh, dude, this man.
Euphoric. I'm really starting to think that what if he does become like the Soul King in the end?
I think he will.
Because like they're not gonna let you free, dog. And plus end up being what you wanted to be, but not under your own, actions alone.
And unironically, if he can't move from that chair, he is just like the immobilized Soul King.
Exactly.
That gave up his limbs for movement.
Squad.
Could we put a little pep in our step? Like, Urahara's over here just twitching.
It's anime time, man. It's only like, man.
But still!
A minute.
Disrespectful.
See, he agrees with you, though. Okay, now you're putting on your gear. I was about to say, it's kind of strange that y'all in your own clothes, normal clothes, after you came back.
And he's getting this full perspective.
Yeah. Yep. Especially if you look at the Quincy's, like, damn, okay, even if they on board, oh yeah, you know. Who am I to be like, I ain't gonna help? I gotcha.
Meanwhile,
the typical MC wakes up, yells out a character's name.
Sasuke?
She be eating all the pastries and breads. Nice.
I like that and dislike that.
I mean, shit. That's Order Hime. Space and time.
Yeah, but like, can we have some lasting consequences?
No. The lasting consequences of what just happened. Uryu, betrayal. I understand though. I get what you're saying for sure.
I'm still here.
I wish he was dead. Turbo Cat better.
I mean, we are way too many episodes into this series. We're almost at 400.
Nice shot.
It's time to put that. I'm ready to mount something. Whoa! And it wouldn't be a counterattack if the MC didn't look up at a 45-degree angle.
Feels like the cliffhanger of this core. Like this last episode of the core.
That was a great episode.
Yeah, it was a refresher. It really was. Like,
it felt like we got back on pace
with this one. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just, I mean, it was a few things we already talked about on and off camera, but even just the setting, I was getting tired of staying up in the Royal Palace. I'm not even gonna lie. I was tired of seeing it. I'm guessing Grimmjow got stronger too. I mean, he would have to for plot.
Well, I would hope so.
So what do you do? Devour more hollow? Hollows. What do you do?
Did we ever confirm if Harabel was killed by Yhwach or like?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I do not remember. You know, I just thought about something. What if some of the Fullbringers show up?
I half joked that they were one of the other limbs of the king.
All right.
Post credit.
Gotta love it. Hatsuatsu. He pulled a Blackbeard.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, boy, would have you seen that sweat drop? Yeah, boy, he shouldn't have went on there.
Look what you done.
For real. Literally, like, it was very much a lot of him, of Uryu, and what he was doing.
Grimmjow.
Oh, yep. Claws gotta be, yep. Love his VA, man. Sakuna, man. The Holy Newborn.
The Holy Newborn. What a title.
Is that for Yhwach? Because technically he is reborn.
I think so.
Man. This is good,
stuff,
man.
Bleach.
Shout out to Bazz B and old girl, but not the other one. Yeah, not her. But I feel him though. Like, you betrayed us. You like, what you just abandoned us? Like, yeah, fuck everybody else. Interesting. All right, bet.
I would even wager that the 5 or 6, if we include Uryu, that are by Yhwach's side will also be forsaken if they get to a point to where Yhwach is losing.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And that is tragic in that they have followed him through thick and thin and have also seen their comrades be used sacrificially to further his own gains. Like, at what point do you kind of, have some self-preservation, or you just ask yourself, is this really the right thing to do? Now, I get that they have the Quincy Pride, like that was their whole generation or clan that was wiped out through the extermination process. But I don't know. Do you really owe it to your creator if your creator is only using you for their own gains? Or do you have a little bit of like, I want to live in me?
You see, that's my other problem with Yhwach so far. It's like, we see Uryu throughout the whole series, he had this pride for his clan of people that died years ago. He didn't know anything about them. Well, only what his grandfather told him, loosely. But like, it's just weird. Like, if Yhwach, if his angle is to do this because he wants to avenge his people, which it started like that, now it seems like it's way different. And as we can see, you're abandoning your own kind and whatnot, your children, like you say, literally your children. And it gets to a point where I'm just like, I feel like it doesn't match up. Like, your clan of people got massacred, but you only care about yourself. Like, I don't think, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if your whole clan of people get massacred, and then you claim in the beginning that you're trying to avenge them, attack the Soul Society, do all this stuff, but then you end up going on the selfish route, it's kind of a weird switch up to me, because you would think someone like, okay, this is a character that we both, slander a lot, but Sasuke and Naruto, at least with him, he was very consistent in how he felt. Like, oh, I gotta get back at the people who did this. Yhwach, on the other hand, it's like he abandoned that and then just wants himself to be God all of a sudden? Or is it because he's just switching his focus to become God to not allow this to happen again? But even that doesn't make sense because you abandon your people still on the path there. And I don't like that at all. It's very conflicting and it doesn't make sense.
I think the part of it that really rubs me the wrong way is you are so upset about the fact that your people got exterminated, but yet at the drop of a hat, you are willing to do the same thing to them.
I hate
just
that.
so that you can survive.
I hate
And even if you were technically the one who created them, does that not feel like you're sacrificing a part of yourself?
Yeah.
And that was like the main point of why you were upset, because you were the rage of the Quincies. Like, at least that was the explanation we were given, I think, in Core 1, that the rage of the Quincies was personified into this child, and that child grew up to be you. So for you to kind of purport those same atrocities onto yourself / your own people, there's something that doesn't quite add up there, because I would think, personally, if I was in his situation, I would not sacrifice a single one. I would rather go down swinging and lose than have to do that to my own people or to myself because of the indignation that I felt previously.
It's so weird. Like, it's one of those things where he's truly, it is not me putting a pun, but it's kind of a pun. You can see everything, but you're so blind to what you're doing. You're doing the same thing, and it's like something that you resent the Soul Society for, Soul Reapers for.
You have become.
Like, in series, that happens a lot, but it's so on the nose here that I don't like it. I wish there was a little bit more, like,
there needs to be more
slower,
nuance.
more nuance, and it, because you already have people like Bazz B, like, all right, nope, I'm fighting my master already. Usually in situations like this, they'd be like, what's going on with him? He's kind of changing a bit. Doesn't he seem a little selfish? And then it's like slowly there's a build up, and then there's the betrayal, kind of, or the abandoning, and then it's like, okay, I have to slowly muster up the conviction enough to even go against him. And Bazz B immediately said, nope, fuck you. And that just kind of goes to show that Yhwach, he's in the clear wrong all over the place. But I just feel like the writing is a little too rushed. I just wish, like you said, more nuance and more of a slow burn there. It's even in this episode, I was just thinking in the back of my mind, like looking at Aizen, and we've been talking about this too ever since he got brought back up a few episodes ago. But I'm always more intrigued with Aizen as an antagonist in the series, even though right now he's not an antagonist. But I'm always more intrigued by him than I am of Yhwach, because he's something about him is so generic, and I don't like that.
I think the best way I can describe it is like, you still, to a certain extent, don't quite know what Aizen wants.
Yeah.
Whereas Yhwach, every action that he takes leads us to believe there's just one thing that he wants. He wants to create a new world. And like, consequences be damned, his comrades be damned. Yeah, if they're there at the end, great, but I'm not gonna blink to sacrifice them. Aizen, he did manipulate people, but I think to a certain extent, he also wanted, what's the phrase, like, when I eat, my people eat. I don't feel like Yhwach shares that mentality in the slightest.
And it's weird because he should, based off of what happened.
If anyone should, he should.
Yeah, and it's so weird because he doesn't have that mentality. And it's one of those things where I don't know, man. For me, personally, watching it, I'm, like, in most series, whenever we learn about, like, the villain's backstory and we see why they're doing, like, think of AOT, for example, with the Marleyans. We understood them, whether you chose a side of, the Jaegerists or the world, whatever side you chose, you understood both sides if you, read or watched the series and understood everything on both sides. But in this series, like, and you have some kind of empathy for those people on both sides. Here with the Quincies, even though they got massacred, I don't even have sympathy. And I don't like that because I should, based off of what happened to them. But I don't have that feeling right now. All I want is the Soul Reapers in company of all these other people helping out to win, to save everything for our sake. But I don't even care about Yhwach's plan no more or anything. I don't even know. It's weird.
My final point to build off of that is that 100% Uryu is going to try to betray Yhwach.
Sure.
He's going to get either almost completely wiped out, or he might actually get killed. I don't know about Uryu, like, any spoilers for the back end of the manga. Could you see him getting killed? Because I personally can.
I can, based off of, he was a huge part into him even succeeding. So I can see that happening. But, I kind of don't even care.
Yeah,
like
the level of sympathy that I have for Uryu is like, yes, I would have some if he does end up betraying Yhwach in the meantime, but like, how many people already got killed? Like, Ukitake's not coming back. Let's just think about Unohana. She's not coming back. Yamamoto, completely wiped off the face of the planet by Yhwach / his clone.
And we get it. It's not
And
your
he's
people,
not coming
but still.
back.
It's like the whole world.
The level of change that came into this world because of that decision to support Yhwach, I would even argue to a certain extent, maybe not, that Uryu, if he had been on our side from the beginning, and what we theorize to be that he cannot be controlled by Yhwach as a sort of separate sect of the Quincies, he might have been able to help us defeat him before he reached up to the Soul King. We would have still had Squad Zero. We would have Uryu. We would have had Ichigo. If Ichigo was in his, Bankai form, the new form that we assume that he has, he might have been powerful enough to defeat Yhwach with Uryu, with Squad Zero.
For sure.
But no, we'll never know that because Uryu decided to betray them before he'll eventually betray Yhwach. So there's some consequences of that choice by him.
And now Buddy is sweating, looking at, oh shit, look what I done.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Like, literally drawing that sweat droplet on his face just goes to show that, to me, that this is not him doing like a covert plan. Well, it depends how you look at it, but to me it looks like he's like, oh, I fucked up. That's what it looks like to me. Like, oh, I fucked up. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't think, like, sure, I wanted this, but did I really want this? But once again, guys, it's just, we just gotta be real on here. We're not forcing anything. I love Bleach. Bleach was the anime that really got me into anime. It's not like I'm not a hater. We're not haters. We're just criticism. That's all it is,
This was the first of the big three that I experienced, so I always have a nostalgic soft spot for this series.
Yeah. But hopefully you guys come back next week and see what's going to happen. Grimmjow is back. Obviously, Aizen is outside. We got the Visors back. And everybody, we have the gate. We're ready to go up there to the Royal Palace, or take it down, rather, because Aizen said, I'm going to take it down. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. And I guess all out war is going to ensue very soon. Maybe the next episode, I'd assume so, since this is pretty much to prep the entire episode. But that's pretty much all I got on my end.
Yeah, great discussion. I really love having these discussions about Bleach because we joined the reaction crew for Bleach during 1,000 Year Blood War. So you guys really don't know a lot of our opinions about everything that preceded this. We might do a stream one of these days talking about it. But this is just a good way to kind of explain how we felt about the rest of the series before we got into this sequel series.
Yeah. But you guys know the drill, man. Pull up. Tomorrow we have Undead Unluck manga at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Pull up for that. Great series. If you haven't read Undead, read it right now. And we got a whole bunch of other stuff coming, things very soon. Next week, you got Arcane on the 9th. And a lot of other content and backlog stuff. So stay tuned for all that good stuff. And please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video or stream. And peace.
Peace.